Hello, everybody. Welcome back to one of my amazing, somewhat amazing, little bit amazing videos. Now, as you can see, this is a bit different. I am not doing a cobblemon video because I did stream, so I'm counting that as my video. So today I decided this instead of doing the normal cobblemon for my weekly upload, I am doing a plan of my Regi gym, which is Dragon, Regi Drago, which is just all dragon type, Regi Gigas, Regi Steel, all the Regis, basically, right? And all I'm going to do, I'm going to show you all what I built and what I was thinking while building this, and I hope you do enjoy it. Though, quick disclaimer for anybody who's watching, like Titan, if you're watching this and you're from, or anyone from the server, please don't watch this. It's going to ruin the surprise of my teams. But, I can't stop you. But I do ask that you do, like, not watch it. But it's up to you. Do what you want to do. My first team is Regi Steel. Regi Steel. Almost got that. Almost got that messed up. I thought it was Regi Rock for a second. That was Regi Steel. Regi Steel, one of my more favorites out of all of them. Even though he stinks. Like his ability, light metal. Ugh. Anyway. So, what I was thinking when I was building Regi Steel, I was originally trying to do like a curse setup, and then I realized that's not gonna work, right? Though instead I went Rock Slide, Terra Blast, Body Press, and Iron Head, with the light metal, just in case I would try to do a low sweep. So it's not gonna work, and that's why I don't have I forgot what's called. You're gonna see it on Merchant Gigas, but I forgot what's called. But for my item, I decided to do Assault Vest, which is really good for just his defenses, and it's going to be good with body press because it increases his defense, and that's why his brave nature, which I think increases defense. I do not remember. I forgot. I apologize. My bad. Anyway, I have his EVs are going to be attack and defense and a little bit of HP. Nope, simple, not too hard. You're going to see a lot of these natures or EVs that are going to be relatively the same. I'm not going to it's not going to be anything like fancy, but it is what it is. It'll happen. With Steelix, Mega Steelix, my honestly, probably my favorite steel type, or just Mega Steel type. He looks so cool. I am planning to try and get him shiny if I can ever do it, like I did with my Regigigas. Um, but since for some reason, I don't know what they were thinking, but they gave him Sand Force as the Mega ability. I don't know why. But so I decided, you know what? Since they're all steel types, they don't get affected by Sandstorm. Let me do Sandstorm and just buffer down some of them, right? I do love weather. As you can see, as you're gonna see with my Regi Rock team, and my Regi Ice team, I'm gonna be doing weather. I love weather. It's one of my favorite things to do. But then I decided to do Rock Slide as well because why not? Free flinch. It hits double. You're gonna see Rock Slide a whole lot. It's gonna be like every single one of my teams at least once, besides like two. Um, High horsepower, stealth rocks, sassy nature with the special defense, HP, and attack. I decided to just make him bulky because he's a setup mon. He's gonna be doing two different setup moves, so I gotta make him at least somewhat bulky to withstand that. And I didn't do Earthquake because if I did Earthquake, I run the risk of accidentally either one-shotting or just doing a lot of damage to my mons since they're all weak or even quadruple weak like Stakataka to ground. So I have to do, something else. So I did high horsepower. Do stealth rocks just because. I do love stealth rocks. I wish I could do toxic spikes. Actually, I do toxic spikes. Gonna have to guess for that one. Anyway, moving to Stack Attacker, I am doing Trick Room, Rock Slide, Gyro Ball, and Protect. Now, this is a bit fancy. One of my more, I didn't do this. Someone else suggested to me. They were very helpful. Um, they say I didn't even know Stack Attack had learned Trick Room. It amazed me they learned Trick Room. So I was like, okay. So it's gonna be a sweeper. You know, of course, with Stab, Rock Slide, Stab, Gyro Ball. Gyro Ball because it has, I do believe, 13 base speed. Oh my. So it's amazing for Trick Room. Now, where this gets interesting is I'm making it so I'm trying to decrease the defense as much as I can without, just stripping all of its defense away. And by that, because I want to make the attack higher than the defense because Stack Attacker's base defense is, I do believe, 200 or 300, and its base attack is 120. So it's, okay, its defense is 200. I got that wrong. Oopsies. And instead, I'm doing attack. So if it, kills a mon, it gets the beast boost, which then increases attack instead of defense. That, and with gyro ball, the speed difference is gonna be so big, it's gonna do a lot of damage. This I didn't, especially with life orb, it's gonna be doing a lot of damage. I didn't really think of this one. Someone had to help me with this. That I'm gonna I'm gonna keep that in mind for future teams. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Now I'm doing Emporion. One of my more favorite starters, Piplup. Um, was it Unova? It might be Unova. I don't remember where Piplup even came. Nope, not Unova. I actually don't remember. Anyway, Empoleon, one of my more favorite water starters. I'll say that, water starters. It has Scald, Steel Beam, Ice Beam, and Air Slash. Now, what I was thinking here, I need a special attacker. I can't, because if they just have one physical defender, I'm kind of screwed. So, I'm going to do a special attacker just to throw them off a little. With competitive, so forgot what competitive does, actually. Oh my gosh. I remembered what I did and I forgot. Oh, yeah, no, I forgot. I apologize. Not very insightful. Now, it's called one of the best special attack water type moves ever. Steel Beam for coverage, of course. Um, oh wait, no, not for coverage. That's for stab. Silly me. Scald and Steel Beam are for stab. Duh. Ice Beam and Ice Beam, Air Slash are coverage. Ice Beam is for dragons or whatever. I don't know why they do a dragon, but who knows? Or like flying types. Don't know why they do a flying type either. Who knows? Just in case. Air Slash is for fighting types because someone's gonna bring a fighting type to this, so I'm gonna bring Air Slash. I have choice specs, so I do that little bit extra damage, modest for that little extra damage, and that and 252 special attack, 252 HP for special defense. Just a random amount, make it a bit bulky. It's a steel type after all. Now this is my steel team. I hope y'all enjoy it and like my reasons of what I'm doing for it. And now next up is Regi Rock. This is honestly perhaps my more proudful ones. I actually did not get that much help with this. I did get help, of course, but I didn't like stab, rock slide, protect, curse, and body press. This I don't I like it, okay? I like it. Um, Body press is obviously for defense. Since I have curse, it gives me attack and physical attack and physical defense. So why not? And why I also have body press. Sturdy because clear body, sturdy's better. With the leftovers for more bulk. And as you can see, I have the H252 HP EV, so it only makes sense. Adamant, just the usual physical attacker nature. I of course 252 special, not special attack, 4 special defense. The norm, the normal. Now my support Aerodactyl. One of my first Pokemon that I actually got for one of these teams. Also, it's just an amazing mount. and cobblemon. He's one of the fastest Pokemon besides Latios and Latias, and like some others. I don't remember which, but yeah, some other Pokemon are a bit faster. With of course Stab, Rock Slide, Tailwind. So to speed everyone up, especially Regirock and Rampardos. So Rampardos can actually like do his thing, and uh, I don't just to make him faster, you know. Dual Wing Beat for Stab and Protect for Protect. You know, it's double battles, so I'm gonna need Protect, right? I have Focus Sash, so can't get one shot. Aerodactyl is a very like weak Pokemon or fragile Pokemon with so I'm doing Adamant Nature. Actually, everyone here is doing Adamant Nature. I didn't even realize. Oh my goodness. And they're all physical attackers. 252 attack, 252 speed, 4 HP. The same as Rampardos. You know, there's really nothing else. Aerodactyl's so fragile that I can't really do anything if I want to, if I want him to like have bulk, it's impossible because it's Aerodactyl. One of the like most fragile Pokemon. Also it's a rock. Though, thankfully, with this, only thing that it's weak to, like other than like ice and electric, is water. So it only has three three weaknesses. Like because it's not weak to ground, it's invulnerable to ground, and it's not weak to fighting either because of the flying type. I also have an Unnerve, which I do believe ignores things like Intimidate or Baby Doll Eyes, so I will not be losing attack no matter what with Aerodactyl. To my beautiful, beautiful Rampardos, I have Rock Slide, Zen Headbutt, Fire Punch, and Iron Head. Now, you're like, oh, that's a bit weird. They all either flinch or have some status effect. That's where Sheer Force comes in. Now, what Sheer Force does, it removes, like, if, like, Rock Slide, it removes the fact that it will flinch. It will instead get rid of the flinch and will add on, and give it extra damage. So, Sheer Force Rock Slide, and since it's a stab move, it'll be, instead of, like, what, I think Rock Slide is 90 or 100, it goes up to, like, 130, 140. Because it's stab and it has Sheer Force. And that's what I was thinking when I did Zen Headbutt, Fire Punch, and Iron Head. Because I'll either flinch or just inflict something. And that's the same thing with Life Orb. Life Orb is the same exact thing where it will remove the Life Orb effect, but it will still increase the damage. So he will be my sweeper and will hopefully be just demolishing all of the Pokemon. That will be like all my opponent's Pokemon. And of course, everything here, Zen Headbutt, Psychic, Fire, Steel is for coverage. It's not good coverage, but it's coverage. Adamant, of course, and the attack speed, 4 HP, same as Aerodactyl. Now, back to my Mega Pokemon. Now, some of my teams do or do not have Megas. And it's a shame, but it is what it is. Actually, it's not a shame. Finding them was a nightmare if you watched my stream, which I know you didn't because 3 people watched my stream. But that's all. Crunch for the stab, of course. For Rock Slide for the stab. Stomping Tantrum for some Earthquake, just in case they want to do a Steel type. Or just something that's weak to ground, like Electric. I don't know why they bring Electric, but just in case. Dragon Dance for the little boost to speed and attack, because why not? Honestly, now I'm thinking about this, I should have done Curse, but why not? There's Tailwind as well, so it's not that big of a deal. It's not that bad of an idea, in my opinion. I have Sandstream, so they all get increased defense with Sandstream, and Rock type moves are increased as well. He has Adamant. Now, what I was thinking here, there's really nothing else. I shouldn't be increasing his speed. He's not known for as a speed Pokemon, right? He has a low base speed. So I'll just increase his defenses, and I'll hope that's enough. And of course, 252 attack. Why wouldn't I be doing 252 attack, right? Alright, now to Regi Ice. One of my... I don't like Regi Ice's design, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like its shiny either. It is my least favorite shiny. It changes a shade slightly. Now, but that's not the point. You're not here to hear me complain. Alright, I love weather teams, like I said before, but my favorite weather team is hail, well, not hail, it's snow. Because they changed it. Snow is one of my favorite because of Aurora. I'll get to that in a minute after I get to Regi Ice. Regi Ice, since he's as well as also a bulky Pokemon, I will give him leftovers with the increased HP. Now, I'll get to this in a second. I have Blizzard, Thunderbolt, Focus Blast, Flash Cannon. Blizzard, since I have Snow Warning, it's gonna be snowing. It's a guaranteed hit, and it's a 110 base power. It's beautiful. Thunderbolt, Focus Blast, Flash Cannon, they're the usual coverage moves. Now, Ice Body, what Ice Body does, it's like a leftovers, and it gives Reggie Ice his health, a little bit of his health back in snow. It's beautiful. He's a modest nature, which increases his special attack and reduces his attack. Now, with the EVs, I gave him, of course, special attack, and I gave him defense because he has 200 base defense. He doesn't need any more. Special defense, special defense. I don't know if I said special. I'll have to see. And since he has such a low defense, I'll give him defense and instead of special defense, of course. I give him the HP because leftovers and Ice Body, so it balances a little bit. Now, I'm using Mega Frostlass. I like the design of Mega Frostlass, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm using this more as a support. As a little bit with Aurora Veil, Shadow Ball, Blizzard, and Protect. You gotta always have Protect on at least one of your mods in doubles. I don't know why, but it's just rule. It's rule of thumb. You gotta do it. I have Modest, like Regi Ice. Though since Mega Frostlass is one of the more faster Pokemon, I gave it special attack and speed with a little bit of HP. The usual for like a sweeper or just a kind of like my Aerodactyl, weaker defensive Pokemon. So hopefully she outspeeds and can sweep, or just do somewhat well and not immediately like lose or die. I mean, not lose. Now to my Galarian Darmanitan. This is one of my picks. I decided, you know what? I really like Galarian Darmanitan. Also, it's Galarian Darm. You kind of have to have. I kind of have. In my teams, I kind of have to have a bad Pokemon. Now, you can say, oh, it's one of the Regis. I mean, yeah, but it's legendary. So, it's only so bad. Now, I have the Galarian Darmanitan. This is a very interesting build. It has Gorilla Tactics and Focus Band. Not Focus Band. Choice Band. Which Gorilla Tactics makes it so it's Choice Band but as an ability. So I have both of them stacking each other for the extra attack boost. I can't wait for someone to challenge me and I get to use this. It is very good. I really love it. U-turn is so if I huh I actually don't remember why I have U-turn. But I'm assuming it's just in case I want to do damage, but I still need to get him out. I need him to get him out for one reason or another. Rock Slide is for the flinch and the fact that it hits 2 Pokemon. Flare Blitz is for this just type coverage and the amount of damage it does. Icicle Crash is for the stab, and just a lot of damage. Adamant for the usual sweeper nature. Attack and speed, it's he has sweeper nature and EVs. Now, Iron Bundle. One of actually my favorite Paradox Pokemon, I'll say. Um, I have him using Icy Wind for the speed decrease, Hydro Pump for stab. Pretty sure it's stab. Protect. You need protect, especially for the more fragile Pokemon. I have Taunt as well, just in case they try and be smart and do a setup thing. I'll do Taunt. They can't do much about it, right? Quake Drive is the only ability it has, so that is what it is. It has this. I forgot what this is called as well. Uh, Booster Energy. It has Booster Energy, and which increases the highest. It's kind of like Beast Boost, but instead it only does it once, and I think it's +2 to any of its highest um hit its highest speed, not speed, its highest base stat, which in this case is speed. Iron Bundle, fastest Pokemon in the West besides Regieleki, and it has a timid nature, which uh to make it faster, you know. As special attack, speed, it's another sweeper. The whole team is sweepers. All right. I hope this isn't too hard for anybody, but I think this is easy to beat. But at the same time, there's still a challenge. You're right. Now, I do believe Regidrago. Yep, I was right. Regidrago. One of my favorite. I like him more than Regieleki, just because his design's cool and is one of my favorite Pokemon types. Now, with Regidrago, you see two pseudos. Like, hey, isn't that crazy? Uh, it gets crazier. Now, it has Dragon Energy. It's signature move, which you have to have, in my opinion, because you have to have it. You have to have Dragon Energy. He has Terra Blast for terrestrialization. I just got my Omni Ring as well, so I can terrestrial. I'm not gonna say it. Um, I have Earth Power for type coverage and Draco Meteor, just in case he gets too low to use Dragon Energy. And he has Choice Scarf as well to make him faster, because he's a sweeper. And he has HP because his Dragon Energy, it loses power the lower health he is. So I did it. So I gave him as much health as I could. 129 special attack, 120 speed. I know Choice Scarf, he's probably gonna be my fastest Pokemon, maybe besides with Mega Salamence. And the special attack is for Terra Blast, Earth Power, Draco Meteor as well. And I have Dragon's Maul, which is his signature ability, which increases the power of Dragon type moves, I do believe, by like 2 times instead of 1.5. Increases the stab damage. That's what I meant to say. I have Dragalge. I do want to get shiny Dragalge. I think it does look good. And compared to all the other shinies, it's the best shiny, which says a lot. And of course, he has Draco Meteor, Sludge Bomb for the stab moves. Sludge Bomb is specifically for fairy types, just in case they want to sneak in a fairy type. I gotta hope it's not Fairy Steel or Fairy Ground, which I don't think there's a Fairy Ground, but just in case. It has Focus Blast and Toxic Spikes. Focus Blast is for type coverage. Toxic Spikes is just for a little bit of setup, so they don't, just to be a little bit more impressive. He does have Life Orb for that little bit of sweeperness, and adaptability is, it increases the stab abilities. Or stab moves, stab move damage. Kind of like Dragon Ball, but for poison and dragon, because, you know what I mean. I have Garchomp. I have 2 Life Orb mons, actually. I'm not sure how this will do, but I have him built, instead of bulky, I have him built as a sweeper. I have Outrage, Earthquake, Rock Slide, and Crunch. Outrage and Earthquake are for its base speed. It's for its stab, not base speed. I don't know what I'm saying. Crunch and Rock Slide are, like I said before, I'm always gonna have Rock Slide. There's like one team that doesn't have Rock Slide on it. It's kind of one of the, I feel like it's one of those needed because it has, like, I do a 20% chance to flinch, and it goes up to 40% since it's two Pokemon. So it's good. Um, and, and Crunch is there for the coverage. Rough Skin is if they're a physical attacker, and they just get punished a little. Life Orb for more damage. Adamant for its sweet nature. Attack speed and HP for its EVs, like I said. A lot, you'll see there's a lot if it's a physical attacker, that's a sweeper as well. Or it's just supposed to be fast and just get damage out and not, like, doesn't have the purpose of surviving that long. But is at least supposed to take one or two mons out with it. Last but not least, my support mon, Mega Salamence. Now you might think it's weird to have a Mega as a support. I agree. It's stupid, but I love it. It's stupid, but I love it. I have Tailwind, and that's the only support thing about it. And he has Protect as well, Outrage and Double Edge. Now, because of Aerial Light, Double Edge and Outrage will, or it's just Double Edge. I'm pretty sure it's both Outrage and Double Edge will become flying type moves, and it'll give it that extra stab and a little bit extra. And of course, it has the sweeper things like attack speed and HP. Next is Regi. I gave you sneak peek on accident. I apologize. All right, Regi, one of the fastest. Ooh, I forgot about that. Ah, it's fine. I have Regi, one of the fastest mons in the West. In the world, not the West, but in the world. He has Thunder. I'll get to that in a second. He has Thunder Cage as well. Volt Switch and Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave is just in case I need, like, they have another fast mon that I can just get under control. Volt Switch is just in case I need to switch out to something to like back into Thunderous if I need to get another Rain Dance off, or Tapu Koko if I need another terrain or screens. He has a modest nature, which is, and of course for sweeping with special attack. Though I didn't give it anything else for all the EVs because I couldn't think of anything. Because Regieleki is a weak Pokemon. It has like no health, but it's also the fastest Pokemon in the game. And I couldn't think because there's no point giving it speed. But I'll probably just give it speed or just nothing. So I would just have random things. Because one, it's not that big of a deal. I do have Life Orb for extra damage. Because he is finally one of the Regis is built to be the sweeper. And I have my really bad mon, Alolan Golem. One of my friends hates that I picked Alolan Golem, but I think it's nice. I love Alolan Golem. It's really funny to me. Now, I have Alolan Golem with Rock Slide, Double Edge, Fire Punch, and Earthquake. I have Double Edge the same reason why my Mega Salamence had Double Edge. It's for Galvanize, which switches it to an electric type move and increases it to be a stab move. I have Muscle Band because I didn't want it to be, I wanted it to be a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I didn't want to choice band him because it won't give me enough flexibility that I want. So I gave him Muscle Band, which is a weaker choice band. I have Adamant, and I gave it special defense with the EVs because it has a lot of defense but not a lot of special defense. So I'm adding that special defense just in case they want to bring, do like Vacuum Wave or something for some reason. I don't know. Just in case. You can't guess what they will do. Now, one of my favorite legendaries from Alola, Tapu Koko. And as you can see, I do want to get him shiny. His shiny is so cool. Now, the transparency thing did mess up a little. So there's little bits that like they shouldn't look like that, but they do. It is what it is. I'll live. Now what he has is Volt Switch, Dazzling Gleam, Reflect, and Light Screen, and Electric Surge, of course. Terrain Extender, Modest, and all the usual Sweeper, Super Nature, Sweeper EVs. Now I have Volt Switch because I want to do my screens and get out as soon as possible. Now if they do have like a Dragon type or just something that's weak to Fairy, I'll do Dazzling Gleam and then like switch out if I kill it. I have Terrain Extender to extend its terrain so all these mons will do more damage. Not Thunderous, because Thunderous isn't grounded, so he doesn't get affected by it, sadly. But he is my rain setter, so I'll sacrifice that. Now I have him, and that's why they have Regi Lucky has Thunder is with Rain Dance he'll have it guaranteed. And he also has Thunder as well. He has Weather Ball for the coverage, and just to be a little unique, a little fancy. He has Flash Cannon as well, and Prankster. Prankster is to make sure he could get his Rain Dance out first, so he doesn't get one shot or anything. Which I don't think he get one shot by much, but just doesn't. I don't want him to get one shot and not be able to do Rain Dance. And I have Damp Rock to increase the range just in case he does get one shot, but I still get the Rain Dance out. And then it has Sweeper. It has Sweeper EVs and Nature. And now for the last and not least, my favorite of the Regis. The reason I love the Regi so much, Regigigas. Now, and as if you watch my stream, I know you didn't. I got wait, no, that's my other video. I apologize. I called everyone out for no reason. I do apologize. If you are a returning viewer, you'll know I got a shiny Regigigas as a reward for winning or tying in one of the competitions I competed in the server. Now, what I gave him was Heavy Slam, Protect, Thunder Wave, and Body Slam. Now, I give him Protect to stall, obviously. Heavy Slam, just because it's his, Heavy Slam does more damage, the more, the more he outweighs the opponent or the target, Pokemon. And since he's probably like the heaviest Pokemon, one of the heaviest Pokemon in the game, he will do a lot of damage, I hope. And Thunder Wave is just in case I need to get something out. Body Slam is for the stab move. And now you will notice I did make Slow Start red, because I will tell you how much I disdain Slow Start. It's the worst ability ever, other than Truant. But Truant is slightly better. But I despise Slow Start. It makes Regigigas so bad. They need to give Regigigas something, or all the old Regis as well, something, so they don't get swept under the rug like some other legendaries do. But Slow Start, it it's horrible. For 5 turns, it reduces special attack, and speed of Regigigas. But I do have something to combat that, as you can see with I forgot his name. I so apologize. It's in my head, but I don't want to say it wrong. I have leftovers, because Regigigas has a lot of HP, one of the highest base HPs, I do believe. He's adamant nature, and I gave him HP and attack, as well as defense, because I do want to, I want Regigigas to be my ace, to be one of my, my best Pokemon. I have Porygon 2 as one of my funny little gimmick with Eviolite, so it increases his defense and special defense by 1.5 times. To make him bulky, just why not? I gave him Tri-Attack, Thunderbolt, Psychic, and Protect. These 3 are Tri-Attack is his signature move, so I have to do it. Thunderbolt and Psychic are for just coverage moves. download one of my favorite moves actually, or abilities. I think it's pretty cool. What it does, it increases his special attack or physical attack depending on the move I use. And with that, I have modest nature, special attack, defense, and special defense. Now, what I'm doing with this, I of course want him to be doing damage, but I also want him to, be using that evil eye more, so I'm giving him extra defense, special defense. Now, to my most important person to make Regi usable is, I forgot its name. I do apologize. He does have skill swap, trick room, protect, and psychic. And with inner focus, a citrus berry, sassy nature, HP, special, and not special defense, defense, and special defense. Now with skill swap, obviously I'm going to be changing inner focus with slow start, and then hopefully I can get a slow start swap to one of the opponent's Pokemon. That's why I did make him bulky, of course, with the citrus berry as well. Trick Room is for after Regigigas dies, because Regigigas does have 100 base speed, which is actually quite a lot. So instead, I'm waiting for him to die, that I switch in one of these two, and I will be doing Trick Room instead. And Protect is to protect himself. Psychic is for that stab and an attacking move, so he's not taunt bait. And what inner focus does is he can't be flinched or have his attack reduced by intimidation. He has Assassin Nature to give him more defense because he has a lot of special defense but not a lot of defense. And it gave him the health with the Citrus Berry to just bulky, he's not meant to do damage, he's just simply meant to be annoying. And I now have my last Pokemon, Blood Moon Ursaluna with Assault Vest. I have Blood Moon, which is a signature move that has 140 base power with 100% accuracy, and the only drawback is that I can't use it twice in a row. That is it. You think it'd have a bigger drawback, but it doesn't, which I'm very surprised by. I have Earth Power, just in case they bring a Rock or Steel type. Moonblast for, anything that's weak to Fairy. Vacuum Wave is for coverage. I do forget what Mind's Eye does. I keep forgetting what these do. I apologize. I never played Scarlet and Violet, so I wouldn't know what he does, what his signature ability does. I do apologize. Assault Vest is to give him that extra bulk that I want him to have, because he's a slower Mon, so there's no point in using speed, plus with Trick Room. Modest is for him to do more damage, special attack, HP, more health, and everything. More special defense, because he is lacking more special defense than he's lacking defense. Alright, now that is all my teams. I do apologize for talking fast. I am trying to pump this out as soon as I can. Who is joining now? Anyway, that's the last of my teams. I hope you did enjoy my explanations. I did talk quite fast. I do apologize. I should have been, but this is still like 40 minutes worth of footage, which I'm surprised by. Anyway, everyone have a good night or morning, depending on when you watch this. Like, comment, and subscribe.